عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته daawadayaal kusoo dhawaada barnaamijkiinii muuqaalka Soomaaliyeed halkan waxaa idinla joogta Saamiya Axmed Ismaaciil oo kasoo hadlaysa University of Toronto waxaa ila jooga dhalinyaro fara badan oo Soomaali ah oo ku dadaalaya waxbarashada iyo shaqada siday meel uga gaari lahaayeen wadankan Canada marka waxaan idin introduce gareynaa ama idin sheegayaa dhalinyarada maanta ila joogta waxaa jooga Qaasim Maxamed ayaan leh guuleed dhinacna waxaa iga jooga deeqa wafaa huda iyo faysal marka dhalinyarada waxaan ku weydiinaynaa English iyo Soomaaliba waxay rabaan inay wax nooga sheekeeyaan barnaamijka maanta make the grade oo hay-adda ama organizationka la yiraahdo aspire to lead oo dhalinyarada Soomaalida oo Canada jooga bilaabeen waxa uu yahay barnaamijka marka xagga wiilashan ka bilaabaya.
Aspire to Lead is an organization that's based on building the fundamental grassroots programs that we could give these kids from high school onwards to just kind of set the fundamentals that we didn't have ourselves and to give the opportunity to these kids to learn more and to make something for themselves and for their future, inshallah, or give them opportunities that we didn't have in general in basics.
Yeah, we didn't get the opportunity that they have, so we have to become leaders within our own community. So that's what we are right here, and just also let the kids know that this can be their world, and they could do whatever they put their mind to it, and education is the best way to go.
Being part of Aspire to Lead has been a tremendous experience. I think this is the first nonprofit group to solely focus on Somali youth towards education, higher education, postgraduates, and bring them together in a forum that allows them to reach out to those that most need it in the society. And so it was a great event. I want to thank everyone who's in this row for coming together to share their knowledge, their wisdom, their pain, their experiences with those that want to reach the levels that you've all have attained.
I just like to build on the points of my friends here that we want to lay the building blocks for the future generations to achieve the goals that they want to achieve and help them follow the road they want to get to, because a lot of us growing up, like my friends were saying, we didn't have the inspiration, we didn't have the guidance going through, because many of us are the first members of our family to go through post-secondary education, graduate school and everything. So being part of this organization has broadened my mind, has given me a lot of information to pass on to others.
daawadayaal sidaad maqasheen walaalaheen dhalinyarada Soomaalida waxay yiraahdeen waxay ka hadleen muhiimadda ay leedahay aqoonta iyo waxbarashada inuu qofku meel ka gaaro waxa kale ay ka hadleen dhibaatooyin ay iyagu la kulmeen oo markaasna ay jeclaan lahaayeen dhalinyaranimadoodii markay iskuulka ku jireen in ay la heli lahaayeen dad la taliya iyo dad wax la qabta haddana walaalahay dhinaca bidixdayga jira baan jecelahay inay ideyadooda ku soo kordhiyaan programka.
This organization and the initiative that Aspire to Lead has taken tonight is the perfect example of civic engagement and our responsibility as Somalis to assist those who are in the younger generation and to assist them in integrating within Canadian society. So we have to make the connections and the roots within this country and to be the trailblazers and the ones that create the positive impacts that this world requires. So alhamdulillah, Aspire to Lead has started a great cause, and we hope to remain within the wind of this event, and look out for our mentorship program, aspiretolead.org, for more information. Jazakallah khair.
Going through school, for example, I personally went to medical school, and each year I was always learning something new, no one telling me that what to expect or what to foresee. So I think that being the first in something gives you an opportunity to give back to those who are coming behind you. And that's our idea in Aspire to Lead. And I'm really grateful to be in this team because it gave me an opportunity to work with really amazing guys and girls and really successful Somali individuals. So I'm really grateful to Aspire to Lead for that.
I've been with Aspire to Lead for 2 years now, and building my goals has been easy from when I first joined Aspire to Lead. School and my career choices has been easy, and what I've learned today is no matter what color or race or diintaada wuxuu yahay, it's really very easy to build your career.
magacayga waxa weeyaan Faisal, marka wallahi halkan waxaan join garay dad aanu saaxiib nahay.
I was one of the early people who came to Canada in the 80s. Today, it gives me a blessing day that I will see Somali youth are coming together and having a higher education in Canada. I share with you with three things. The problem we have is, as Somalis, we came here as asylum seekers. We have not come as an entrepreneurs or investors or people who are been having a higher education that has been recruited by the Canadians. Just we came at that platform. So we have not been able to know our rights when we came here. And the children were not having the right counseling when they were going through these hard periods when they came here. Cultural shock. Our culture was not cemented with the culture of the prevailing in North America. So today I advise you two things. The setup you have made today is a good thing that will facilitate and will put on board those parentals who are having problems at home. Everybody know this. I have seen here. I mean, my kids I faced this. I have seen here now at present. Many people, Somali kids are killed in Alberta. They are having those problems. I think you have to set up a platform where you can reach an outreach to the parents. Then you set up a body that contacts the parents and educates the parents themselves, how they can deal with their kids. That's one thing. Other thing is how you can find the way out those who are falling in the secondary level. You know, these people, they need a good counseling. You are the people who can speak to their mind, because parents may, they may alienate them because of the cultural difference, because of they are not knowing the environment itself. So you have to pass the difficulties you have met to youngsters who are now facing these problems.
People have said that the boys are failing and mostly the girls are succeeding, and we really need to analyze that factor. Why is that the case? Not only here in Canada, but the brother beside me was saying even in the Arab countries the same. I think it starts from home. We mothers are raising boys differently. When I came to Canada, I was working with the school system. I have seen, a grade 3 girl, given the lunch of her brother who is in grade 5. So the mother will give the grade 3 daughter the lunch for the brother and say, during the lunch period, go to your brother and feed him. So he's grade 5. He's 2 years older than him. So what we are teaching the kids is the girl is to be responsible. And then we are also raising, unfortunately, very irresponsible boys. So I think we really need to reflect back our culture and see, how that happened, because, girls and boys are coming from the same family. And we really need to critically look, specifically talking to the young ladies who are here today, who are the future mothers. Really we need to revisit how we raise boys in our society. It's not only the Somali community, this problem is very large for all communities, but specifically us, I think that's one of the factors that we are having. There are other issues, lack of role models, fathers not being present in the house all the time, so there are other issues. But I think the main thing is that how we raise kids, boys as mothers from home. So the second thing I will advise to every person who is here is, discover yourself. I think this is very important thing. Discover who you are when you come here. I always tell young people when I talk to them, yes, we came as refugees, but I think the cream of the Somali society are those who left the country, because there were those who were the elites of the country, who had access to the passport, who could flee the war. The rest of Somalia is in Somalia. So many people who you have around, fathers, mothers, uncles, aunts, are all graduates. Unfortunately, they might be taxi drivers or pizza deliverers. That is just a situation in Canada. But when it comes to knowledge, these people we have very highly educated professionals in our community. But then the problem is, how you connect with them. The fact that they are, not doing their profession doesn't mean they are not professionals. So it's better, I will advise you to connect with them and ask them how did they get to this knowledge. Because in Somalia, the people who came here, when we were I myself went to school and I had to study in English language in a town where nobody spoke English, and we didn't have even one single dictionary. And then if you connect with your parents or your relatives who actually made it in Somalia, you can understand how hard it was to overcome every little step we had to get. So, you are talking about barriers. If you know our life, you wouldn't even talk about barriers. When you live in a village where there's no electricity, and the only light you can learn is the sun. When the sun goes down, so there's no homework more. And you wake up when the sun starts and you compete with that sometime. When you don't have a school library, when nobody in the house, no mother, no father speaks the language you are studying, you will understand what barriers we want. And we could tell until tomorrow, and see how much barriers. When I finished school, if that's not enough for me, I went to Germany and I had to study my studies in German language, which was, I never had it. I don't know why I came there. But, we made it. And we made it. It's just the will. I think where there is a will, there is a way. So when I'm saying rediscover your own culture and your own community, is yes, we have a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems, and Somalis like talking more about the problems than the advantages. But there is a lot of good thing in the community. And I urge you, we are all 50 and above, and we have all the diseases the sister was saying before, diabetes and so we will not be here long time. I assure you. So be close to the families and learn from the families and know how the generations before you overcome the barriers. If you know that, no guidance counselor can mislead you, no teacher can put you down. You will be, you will know exactly how we value education, and I think there will be success. You will reach success in your life. And finally, I will just urge you that you stick together, help each other, and at least give a hand to at least one young Somali, who and help them, get or her or him to advance in education. Thank you very much.